Well, g'day, welcome back to the channel. It's a pretty bleak sort of a day outside today, so I'm up in this shed and I've decided to make a start on the body seal, the chassis seal. So I've laid a little bit out, so let's go and have a look and I'll just explain to you what I've done and what I'm going to do. So let's go and have a look. So I'll set the camera up here and we'll have a look. I'll just get my stool so I'll explain to you what I've done, which is a little bit, it's not that bad. So what I've done, I laid out this is a seal. I got a seal without holes punched and I punch in the holes myself. So what I did, I started off this end. Look, it hangs over a bit, I'll trim that up. So in the original body parts, there's nails. And that's what they used originally in the factories to hold the rubber to the frame. So with this little pick, I just pick a hole, I lay it down, and then I find out where that nail hole is with the thumb, and I just pick away with it at that pick, just a little hole, and then push it underneath. When I've got a hole, I just push all the rubber around under that hole and line up my holes. The holes are a little bit out, but you'll still get a bolt in them. So then I get a hole punch, which is this is a 17mm. I probably would go a size smaller, probably down to about a 15. But this back cross member holes are threaded, whereas the ones on the chassis aren't. And they fit these chassis holes. They're probably the same size as the chassis hole. So I've got 17mm. It's probably a little bit big, but basically all I've done is got a block of wood, just a bit of 4x2 and a metal headed hammer, and I've just punched those through where they are. I've marked them with a texter. I just mark them with a texter, in black, and then I go lift it up, put the block of wood underneath it, punch it, moved up to the next one, which is, you can see the top of the nail there, and then there's the next one. Now on the back around the coupler hole, I've got 1, 2, 3 nails. So I just made little holes, pulled it around, and continued down here to those holes, punched it, then found the nail hole, then lifted it up, punched it, and brought it through to this end. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue it. And I'm only gluing it in a few little spots, and that's just to stop it moving when the body goes back down. And this is all I'm using. That's all I'm using. That's it. Just in a few spots to stop it moving, and probably in a few spots where I'd probably start off with one on the corner, under there, either side of the bolt hole, just to stop it moving, and then I'll finesse it. I intend to have a few blokes here when I put the body back on anyway, and we can just lift that around, but I'm going to glue it down just so it doesn't move too much when the body does come back on. So that's what I'm doing for the body seal. I've just done the back now, but I'm going to continue on the same down this side, and hopefully we'll have this little job done. So I hope this helps you. Look, it's not really a tough job. It's just pretty simple. I just used like I showed you before, I just used a little pick to gouge a hole in the rubber and then tucked the rubber in around the head of the nail with the pick. Look, if you haven't got nails left on your chassis or you've accidentally cut them off, that's fine. That's fine. Just glue it down. That way it'll stop it moving when you put the body on. So I hope that helps you, and we'll catch you next time. Hooroo.